rather be good at one thing, because if you're good at one thing, more people would come up to you for that certain thing, and then you'll be more famous for that certain thing, and you can use that certain thing to make money, right? Because if you're expert at it, there's no competition. So might as well just be like insanely godly at one thing rather than average at other things.
That makes sense.
You recording? I would rather be really good at one thing because you can use that one thing to your advantage to use it to advance and become like famous on it, gain money on it.
Yeah, I would say I would probably prefer to be really good at one thing than shit at everything else, because I feel like that's just more so my personality. I feel like I'll get really frustrated if I was stuck being just okay at everything and never kind of push past that.
Hello, I would choose being good at one thing because that's definitely what makes you feel special, you know what I mean? Brings you like somehow, like at least if there's nothing in the world, at least you have that one thing in your life, you know, rather than being like decent at everything. Like, that's just kind of like damn, you're just mediocre at that point, and no one likes to be mediocre, you know? I like to be good at one thing.
All right, so my answer now. Well, it's not that clear. Let me just go into my routine to really explain this, all right? So routine, it's like any other day, you know? It's pretty consistent, gotta do the same thing pretty often, so it doesn't really change that much. We'll go with our pull days. Let's go start with that. It's weighted pull-ups, best I can, or high pull-ups, depending on how I feel that day, you know, light or heavy day. Heavy for weighted, light for high pull-ups. We do that. Once we're done with that, we switch on to our accessories. This could be our curls, our rows, our flies, anything like that to hit all aspects of the back. Then we got our push days. These days are obviously first, I have strength. So this will be handstand push-ups, and then bench. Once I got that done, it's accessory stuff like incline, lateral raises, and dips. One thing I want to say is for accessories, make sure you don't focus on the number or the weight too much. You're just trying to feel that burnout. That's what I try to do at least. All the compound movements with strength, I make sure the numbers are solid with them. And yeah, with the accessories, just trying to get a good burnout in. And then legs is just squat and deadlift. That's all I need. And that's the routine, but why am I telling you this? To answer the question. Before I keep yapping on about the details, I'm gonna just put it simply. I want to get good at one thing. I showed you the routine because I keep doing one thing over and over again. Obviously the sparring, the fighting, which I'll talk about later, will come later. Obviously I burn out the accessories, but that's at the end. The main thing is the main lifts. The main thing is to get strong. That is my one thing. But as to why, well, your routine will depend on your goal. If I mentioned before, you go back to my channel, you find one of my videos about greatness. I'm trying to achieve greatness, right? That's what I want. But to achieve greatness, right, you gotta get really good at that one thing. That's my definition, right? You can define your own definition of greatness, just like how you can define your own purpose of life, right? But mine is to get really good at that one thing. And if you've already seen in my channel, I also do a little sparring, just trying to get some fighting drills here and there, just learning how to fight. That's also in there. So I'm adding all of that into already my lifting / like strength training / bodybuilding training. So what does this achieve? Am I doing too much? Well, maybe, yes. That's why I've come to realization I'm cutting down a little bit. So especially with the fighting, I have no interest in becoming a UFC champion or like becoming the best fighter. So it's a hobby, just becoming the best fighter that I can be over time, not overdoing it, protecting my head from injuries, and just learning as much as I can as a hobby. And when I need to rest, I will take it. I'm not forcing myself out there to fight every day. That's just how it is. As for bodybuilding, obviously, I want to look as good as I can, as much as I can, but to be the best in bodybuilding, you have to take a little bit of roids. That's just the honest truth. And I don't want to do that. So obviously bodybuilding's a good goal of mine. Look as good as I can. Obviously I'll keep going for that, but it's just not up there anymore. So the only thing left for me is strength. Just getting as strong as I can in my lifts, in my calisthenic strength, just seeing the full potential in my weight class, and just being recognized as one of the strongest dudes there is. That's the goal. That's being the best, in my opinion. Being the best, being the strongest like that in my weight class. That's my definition. That's my goal. So obviously I will be focusing on all my strength training, and then at the end do all my accessories, again, just burn it out. That means sometimes I have to cut down on all the fighting, sparring, and that also means I can't straight up do the machines for bodybuilding, because yeah, machines are great for bodybuilding, but I sacrifice that to be great in my goal, what I want to do. Similarly, that's what you guys have to do, you know? Find a routine for you. That's my routine. Obviously, if you got similar goals than me, then you can take a few things out of here and use it to your own, you know? If not, find your own goal. If you want to fight, dude, just go spar, bro. Just go fight. If you want to be a bodybuilder, bro, just go start doing the machines as much as you can. Get that burnout. If you want to be a strength athlete, go do your strength movements. Go get stronger, dude. That's just how it is. And then you can reach your own greatness, your own level of greatness. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. That's really all I'm going into today. And yeah, you guys got it. You guys are dogs. Absolute dogs.